It's a power-packed week in Genoa City as old enemies unite, secrets surface, and tempers flare. Victor's alliance with Jack leaves Victoria uneasy. Tessa and Daniel return with potential answers about Mariah, and Nikki's long-overdue talk with Jill ignites a dramatic showdown. Victor enlists Jack's help in his latest scheme to take down Kane. Victoria grows suspicious and questions her father's risky Phase 2. Tessa and Daniel return from San Francisco with shocking news about Mariah. Jill's visit to the Newman Ranch leads to a fiery confrontation with Nikki. It'll be a week of confrontations and revelations from October 6th to 10th. This week's The Young and the Restless video previews that one character reveals their devious plan, while another is confronted by a rival. Here's a sneak peek of what's ahead in Genoa City. Victor, Eric Braeden, isn't giving up on his plot to take down Kane, Billy Flynn. To do so, he's teaming with his longtime nemesis, Jack, Peter Bergman. Victor and Jack working together has Victoria, Amelia Heinley, suspicious, so Victor fills her in on his plan. After explaining Phase 1 of his plot, Victoria replies, "Dare I ask what Phase 2 is?" Although Victoria is usually supportive of her father, his plan with Kane might have her concerned. Tessa, Kate Fairbanks, and Daniel, Michael Graziade, headed to San Francisco to investigate Mariah's, Cameron Grimes, story. Tessa isn't giving up on Mariah or their marriage. If there's any truth to Mariah's claim of trying to kill a man, then Tessa wants to know. Well, it seems she'll get her answers. This week's Y&R, Tessa and Daniel return from their trip and inform Sharon Case, of what they found. Did Tessa and Daniel discover Mariah was telling the truth? Or did they leave San Francisco with more questions than answers? Now that Jill, Jess Walton, is back in Genoa City, many people want to see her. This week, Jill stops by the Newman Ranch and ends up talking with Nikki, Melody Thomas Scott. The Newman matriarch is glad to have alone time with Jill because there's something she wants to get off her chest, something that's long overdue. Odds are, Nikki will want to discuss Billy, Jason Thompson, and Kane. Or perhaps she'll want to talk about their friend Catherine, Jean Cooper. Whatever she has to say, chances are it'll upset Jill and lead to an argument between the two women. Tessa and Daniel are determined to uncover what really happened the night Mariah's trauma took over. But what if the answers they find put their hearts and their safety at risk? This week's slow-burning storyline on The Young and the Restless revolves around Mariah's murder mystery. She confessed to killing someone during her business trip. Now, Tessa is going to the scene of the crime to get some clues. Months ago, Mariah, Cameron Grimes, went away on a Cassidy first business trip. At her hotel, she encountered a creepy older man. Her trauma involving Ian, Ray Ward, came back to haunt her when she interacted with this creepy fellow. The trauma was so overwhelming that she ended up killing or attempting to kill the man. Mariah took a pillow and suffocated him while she was straddling him. That's all we know that happened. Mariah decided to head to a Boston clinic to work on herself rather than her relationship. But Tessa, Kate Fairbanks, who is rooting for a Taraya reunion, isn't giving up easily. She's heading to the hotel to gather more information about Mariah's crime. Daniel, Michael Graziade, will be joining Tessa on this trip. He wants to support her and help her get answers. But he's also going against Mariah's back. He was supposed to keep Tessa safe and look out for her. Tessa and Daniel could walk into a dangerous trap. They could ask the person the wrong questions and attract the wrong kind of attention. This plan could backfire in both of their faces. Also, what do they anticipate finding? It's unlikely that the dead body, if there is one, will be there along with any other evidence, since it's been months since Mariah's business trip. Additionally, it's likely that the two will stay in one of the hotel's rooms. It'll likely have one bed, which they will have to share. If that's the case, this intimate moment could bring them closer together. After all, Daniel does have feelings for Tessa. Will Tessa's sleuthing ruin her chances at reconciliation? Or is it possible that she will get the answers she needs to save her marriage? Narrator, voiceover, urgent and dramatic. This week on The Young and the Restless, the gloves come off. A decades-old war reaches its boiling point as two of Genoa City's most formidable queens prepare for a battle that will shake the very foundations of their empires. Scene: Jill's office at Jabot. Video preview. October 6th to October 10th. The air in Genoa City is thick with impending chaos, a potent cocktail of revenge, corporate ambition, and deeply buried secrets. This is the week where lines are drawn in the sand, and crossing them will have consequences that echo for years to come. At the heart of the storm are two women whose rivalry is the stuff of legend, and their long-simmering Cold War is about to turn scorching hot. The main event, Newman versus Abbott. Again? The corporate chess game between Newman Enterprises and Jabot has entered a dangerously personal phase. Jill Abbott, riding high on her triumphant return and newfound power, has made it her mission to systematically dismantle Newman's dominance. But this week, she moves beyond business and directly targets Nikki Newman's most vulnerable spot, her family. Nikki, having uncovered what she believes is Jill's master plan to use Kyle Abbott as a Trojan horse within Newmanlock, is seething. She storms into Jill's office at Jabot, a vision of icy fury. Nikki, you think you're so clever, don't you, Jill? Slipping your son into my company, whispering in his ear, turning him against his own family. Did you really believe I wouldn't see your fingerprints all over this? Jill, smirking, leaning back in her chair. My Nikki. Paranoia doesn't suit you. Kyle is a grown man making his own choices. Or are you just terrified that the Abbott blood in his veins is finally reminding him where his true loyalties lie? What follows is not just a corporate confrontation. It's a raw, unfiltered excavation of their entire shared history. They sling insults that cut deeper than any business loss, referencing past lovers, personal failures, and the countless battles they've waged over 40 years. Nikki, you've always been jealous. Jealous of my marriage, my children, the empire I helped build. This isn't about business for you. It's about a pathetic, lifelong obsession. Jill, an obsession? Don't flatter yourself. I'm building a legacy for my family, something you Newmans seem to think you have a monopoly on. But the world is changing, Nikki. Your throne is looking a little wobbly. The confrontation escalates, threatening to spiral out of control. Victor, getting wind of the meeting, sees the potential for a catastrophic misstep. He attempts to intervene, urging Nikki to fight Jill on the business front, not in a personal catfight that could damage her reputation. But Nikki is beyond listening. This is personal. She makes a vow, not just to Victor, but to herself. She will destroy Jill Abbott, no matter the cost. Meanwhile, Kyle is caught in the crossfire. He begins to question if his alignment with his mother is a smart strategic move or a profound betrayal of the Newmans, particularly his fragile working relationship with Victor and his